It's the return of the creative series where I have no idea which direction we're expanding next and also what I'm expected to build. And you might have seen from the thumbnail that I plan to start doing a village redevelopment project. So let's dive into it. We've got a super long recording, but I've done the whole thing. Like, I don't know. I've got loads and loads of waffle. I'm going to try my best not to bore you to death, but I think in some ways it's the waffle that keeps it a little bit interesting. So if you've been following the series, I've unlocked this tile in the centre, and that's why I've continued my path. And I've also just done the 50 bedrooms for episode 50, didn't I? That was absolutely crazy. In hindsight, maybe not worth it. So I've seen up here, not too far away from where we are, so hopefully we'll get there very, very soon, but there is a little village. Now, I suppose it's an underwhelming village when I reflect on it. I don't know. The buildings are a bit quirky. The good news is I do like the layout. I do like the space. I mean, I've been really thinking that in terms of a natural story. Oh, yeah, there's a little village somewhere over here as well. I was wondering what that was. But, yeah, trust me, there's a village over that direction. I'm not sure if I show it later in the episode, so we'll have to see. I mean, I've just done like 4 recordings. I was actually with company. And that's the great thing about doing it this way, because I can almost like record the gameplay and record the narrative after. It also means that I can actually just chop out the boring bits. I mean, you might know if you've watched my videos, this is like pre-recorded on my Xbox, and then I'm playing it back using Windows Media Player. So I'm just sort of exploring the village at the minute. And that does mean that I can sort of skip past the boring bits if need be, which is really, really good. But I've got loads and loads of boring waffle that hopefully is going to keep me engaged. I mean, I really think, upon reflection, that it is the little chicken. I want the little chicken to go in the pen so we could have a little chicken enclosure, but I just leave it in the end. I mean, it's effort to get seeds, really, in creating. In survival, it's not a problem. You just punch some grass, get some seeds, get the chicken in, problem solved. So, yeah, I don't really know. I'm checking that the path doesn't go anywhere, I suppose. But, yeah, just flying around the village, showing you what's there. And I'm going to, the plan is, episode by episode, just be redeveloping one building at a time. Because you might know that these Minecraft villages are not very realistic. I mean, the space inside them is absolutely tiny. They're literally like little sheds, which I suppose, like, in early days, people did just live in huts, didn't they? Like, literally one-room buildings. Mental, absolutely mental. And that's the thing I love about this series. It really gets me thinking about sort of how things used to be. And I'm going to dive into that a little bit more, probably. If it's not in this episode, it'll be in the next few. Like I said, I've just done 4 recordings, so I've got plenty of things to kind of show you and discuss. And there are some real life things that I can discuss as well. So hopefully I'm not going to be boring anyone to death. Now, I'm very aware that my face looks like a little ghost at the minute. I have actually been provided a webcam, which is absolutely ace. That seems to be, I'm assuming it's high quality. It says it's 720p, which is high quality for small screens, particularly for a minicam. I'm very aware it's just the lighting. Yeah, it's because I'm sat near the window. But if I don't sit near the window, sometimes I think I look really dark. I mean, I could cut this blind down a bit more. We'll see what happens, but then I'm going to be in the dark. I mean, you're probably not bothered about seeing me anyway, and that's what I said when I was given the webcam. I don't think people are really bothered about seeing me. There we go. This is weird. So sunlight's just like poking through. I mean, it's a bit better, but it's not perfect. It's weird for me. The lighting for me now is really weird, but I think you can see me better. Not that you're bothered. You might be able to see I've had a bit of a haircut, fresh trim. It was a couple of days ago. I've actually been busy for the past couple of days, so the videos that have been going out on my channel, yeah, have been sort of pre-recorded and uploaded whenever. And that's another thing I've got to discuss. Like, I've realised that I'm going to be busy. I mean, I'm going back to work tomorrow. Oh no, I don't want to go back to work. Really don't want to go back to work. I don't know. It's about time I did some work again. Although I don't know. I've not been like just chilling out for half term. I don't know. I have done a lot of chilling out. If you've been watching my videos, you might know I was trying to move the pond in my garden. That's not finished. That's definitely not getting finished probably now until summer holidays, which is just ridiculous. We'll see. I really find it hard to do other things around work. I don't know if you've realised. And on that note, I've realised I think I will be busy next weekend, which means I not only need to do all my recordings for the week, but I also need to try and do recordings for the weekend and the week after. So I'm going to try and get loads and loads of recordings done today. The great news is, because it's Sunday, I should get half price electric, so I can do it all half price, which is absolutely ace. I mean, I'm hoping that one day I'll just be absolutely loaded and money will be no object, but yeah, better to get things for half price. I've actually just bought loads of bog rolls because they're half price. I think that makes sense. Yeah, I don't know. You don't want to hear about my bog rolls. So anyway, you might wonder what I'm doing. Well, as is typical for Minecraft villages, they sort of spawn a little bit awkward, don't they? So I'm trying to straight away just get it a bit more realistic in terms of how these villagers can move around this village, I suppose. So I've gone for, I mean, I started like cutting into the hillside at the bottom, didn't I? And I think that makes sense. And then again, I've made some stairs come up, and I really didn't know if I wanted them to go up that way, but my brain was thinking, well, where is the next sort of closest in terms of height, level or space nearby? And it was this one here. So that's actually the property I've chosen as my target to redevelop for this episode. And I must admit it doesn't quite get finished, but there's a reason why, and I can't remember the reason why. We'll dive into it when I'm building it, because yeah, it will make sense if I explain sort of my thought process and logic as it's happening, I guess. So yeah, I don't know. I said about how I've got a new webcam. I'm really excited for that. I mean, it will just make it hopefully a bit better quality, and I think one day hopefully I'll have an ace setup. I saw a really good gaming PC not long ago on Facebook, and I was really, really tempted to buy it. And I taught myself out that I was like, you don't need it. Like, your laptop's doing the job okay. Yeah, who knows if I'll regret it. Like, if my laptop was broken, I'd be like, yep, let's do it, let's go for it. So yeah, I've missed out on that opportunity, but kind of intentionally anyway. So yeah, I don't know. So you're getting to see me do a bit of landscaping. Thank you to anyone that's watched this far. Maybe it's my boring narrative that's kept you interested, who knows. But it does get a little bit more exciting. You're not just going to get to see me like building walls and stairs. Like, you are going to get to see me build a property, which is going to be the theme of the next few, I mean, I was going to say the next few episodes of this series, but it's the theme of the whole series, isn't it? I'm getting a bit bored of just building houses again and again. I'm sure you guys are getting bored of it too. I did try to start steering the series towards building shops, didn't I? Which is not quite going to plan. I mean, I was hoping that on this mainland I was going to start building a shopping centre, and every episode I could just add a new shop to the shopping centre. So that's still something that is sort of in the waterworks, if you like. It's something I'd like to do at some point. But for the time being, I mean, I've just found that on this mainland the land is really unlevel, and yes, I could completely flatten it. Maybe that's something I should do. If that's something you want me to, let me know. But I quite like when there's character to places. I mean, gosh, there can be some worlds in Minecraft, can't there, where it's just all flat and all boring. So it's quite nice that we've got these hilly areas and a bit of character. I did sort of touch on earlier how I was really happy that this village that I've discovered and I'm developing is on a hill, because, I mean, again, you might know from my channel, it's literally in my bio, but you might not read my bio, I don't know, that I'm really interested in like infrastructure, architecture, urban development and planning, things like that. And in like kind of just out of interest, like my own little hobby, I've gone and, I mean, quite often I look at like villages, towns, and I'm really interested about how they've developed, why they are the way they are. I find it fascinating, absolutely fascinating. And I appreciate that's my thing, that's maybe not your thing. But I'm sure there'll be other people that find that stuff interesting too. I mean, I only learned this week that the viaduct in Scunthorpe, and I'd love to put a picture on the screen, but I'm not going to bother because then I'll have to edit the video, which will take absolutely ages. So maybe I'll do it another time. If you want to see a picture of Scunthorpe Viaduct, let me know. Or just Google it, literally just Google it. But it's this massive, massive bridge. And I learned this week that is 162 years old. And that just really got me thinking, because I saw an old picture of it like a long time ago, and you could just see the land was flat. Because you might know, if you know Scunthorpe at all, it's got lots of trees in it, it's quite woodlandy. And I mean, it was labelled an industrial garden town on all of the signs, wasn't it, if you're familiar with Scunthorpe? And again, like, I keep thinking about all the shops there too. I mean, I've got ties there, it's where I grew up, it's where I was born. I wonder if I'll ever move back there, if I'll always be in Grimsby. I really don't know. But there are little bits about it that I do like, for sure, definitely for sure. And I have been doing a little bit of house hunting. I mean, I don't plan to move, it's more out of curiosity than anything. I mean, I keep looking for land, if I'm being honest. I would love to buy some land, mainly for starting a business more than anything. I'd love to start a little business, but one day, who knows? I'm just kind of riding the wave at the minute, so it'll be back to work soon, which is great because, again, I guess I can earn more money, but really trying to get focused on paying the house off. I'm dead determined to do that. I don't know how long it's going to take me. Again, just sort of riding the wave. But yeah, one day, it's definitely my bucket list. I'd love to own some land. I mean, I'd love to have a business as well, so we'll see. We will see. But anyway, the reason I was talking about all of that, I was talking about villages and Scunthorpe and the history of the viaduct, which is 162 years old. It's mental. I was thinking that's literally like 2 lifetimes. Like, half of 162 is 80, isn't it? Yeah, so it's I mean, yeah, again, as medicine's developed, we're living longer because people didn't used to sort of live to those ages. And again, that sort of thing, really fascinating, really, really fascinating. So it's like I said about this Minecraft village. Um, they're living in little huts. Well, again, that used to be the case. I mean, I've heard stories from my grandparents, which is mental. So still in this day and age, about how like how hot water used to be a luxury. Like we don't think about that. I mean, we don't think about how we just have Wi-Fi, how we just have electric that's like reliable. I mean, I remember when I was younger, there used to be power cuts quite often, and now it's not a problem, obviously, as technology's developed. But the fact that you can just plug something in and expect it to work and not have to like be without power for a few hours in the night. I mean, we used to. I was very lucky. My dad had like a generator, so he would get his generator, fire it up, and we could have lights on and stuff. But there were other people sat in the dark, and if it's kind of like particularly elderly, could be in the cold as well. A lot of heating is all electric now. We talk about heat pumps and stuff. So yeah, I don't know. I've got loads of stuff to waffle about. I'm sorry if I'm boring you to death. Thank you to anyone that has watched this far. I suppose we're 11 minutes in, so if anyone has watched this far, can we have code word 11? So if someone comments code word 11, I'll know that someone's watched into 11 minutes of the video. So you're actually getting to see me starting to develop this property now, which is fantastic. So I was a bit confused about what to do, and I'm still confused about what to do. But as you might know with this series, as things develop, that you sort of work things out. I mean, I was thinking, I kind of want along that, I can't find my words, along that ridge, I suppose it's a ridge, where I've just placed all of those stone bricks and made a bit of a walkway. I was thinking, right, well, maybe we could have some like doors and windows like looking out in that direction. And again, I was only really trying to repurpose this one house, make one property, but I thought, well, this is sort of in the centre of the village. It's on the hillside. So, I mean, I sort of at the beginning, I'm thinking, I wonder if I can make it two properties. And in the end, it is just one, and I can change it if you want me to. And again, it's not finished by the end of the episode, so just stay tuned to see what we're going to do. I've gone for floor-to-ceiling windows there. I don't know if that's wise. I think it ends up looking a bit sort of out of place. But gosh, I must admit, I hate myself for every time I go to make a build, I just put those bay windows in that I do every time. I mean, I do like the bay windows, and I really do think like you always kind of want what you don't have. So like, because I don't have bay windows, makes me sort of be fascinated and obsessed with bay windows. I don't know. Who knows? Maybe that's just me being crazy. Who knows? So this is the property that I'm replacing. It's time for it to go. I believe there's a chest in it, so we check what's in the chest. I don't think it's anything exciting. I think if I remember right, the most exciting thing is a bucket, and other than that, it's sort of agriculture things. So I know there's a sapling for an acacia tree. And what was the other things? Was it just seeds? I'm not sure. Or grass, maybe, even grass. So not very exciting. I really do wish the chests were a lot more exciting. And even just the buildings and the villages, I mean, I suppose these buildings have got character, but they're so small. I wish, they could just be a little bit more. Oh, did I not even show you? Maybe I showed you earlier on and I wasn't paying attention. But yeah, there was basically the most exciting thing was a bucket. How exciting. So starting to develop this now. Now, at the time, I'm thinking of turning it into two flats, which is why there are two doors on the property. Thinking one sort of facing out over that great big valley, I suppose, and then there's another one that's kind of forward on the path, isn't there, on the main path. In the end, I think it does end up being one property, but again, it's not finished, so I don't know what's come in. And I remember I get really, really confused about which way I should make the property face and stuff, because even behind the property where that cow was stood, if you just saw it, I mean, that's a bit of a path. Now, what I'm thinking at the minute is to not use that path, but at the time of recording, don't go in there, mister, don't go in there. At the time of recording, where's he gone? Where has he gone? Where has he gone? That guy's a magician. Where has he gone? Where is he? Oh, there he is. Suicidal cow. I mean, it's not killed it, so was it a suicide attempt? Did the cow just attempt to commit suicide? I mean, it's not a very big drop, is it? However, Scunthorpe Viaduct, you'll be fascinated to know, it's very tall. It's very, very tall. Yeah, fascinating. I love Scunthorpe. I don't know what it is. It's not even just because I grew up there, I don't think. Like, I keep talking about how the shops there are better. I absolutely believe the shops are better. And I think the walks there are better than round Grimsby and Cleethorpes. I mean, if I lived closer to Cleethorpes, maybe not, but I don't think the walks in Cleethorpes are very exciting. Cleethorpes can get very busy, whereas Scunthorpe can be lovely and quaint and quiet. And I think, particularly as I get older, maybe that's something I'll be looking for more. I'm very lucky with where I live. I mean, I'm going to not give too many details away, but yeah, I'm very lucky with where I live. And I think I'd miss living here. I would miss living here. So who knows? Will I be here all my life? We'll have to find out. Now, also in terms of things developing, I don't know if you'll be able to see behind me. I mean, I'm sat in front of it. Maybe we should go that way. There's a great big piece of wood. If I try and point to it, yeah, because I've actually bought myself a desk. How exciting! So, I mean, I suppose you won't know unless you've been watching and you've seen my videos before. But I didn't mean to do that. It should disappear. Is it going to disappear? It's because I wiggled my mouse. That's the problem. Very annoying. But I can't be bothered to edit it out. This is what I love about these videos. I've had a lot of time over half term to sort of reflect on my processes, think about what I'm doing, because you might know I tried to do a survival series and I didn't bother finishing it because I realised it was taking loads of time. I wasn't enjoying it, but I'm really glad that I did give it a go, because you just don't know if you don't try. So really worth giving things a go if you're really not sure about them. Anyway, I was talking about my desk. It was actually yesterday I bought this desk. It was from IKEA and it was reduced in the little like refurbished section, I suppose it is. X-display. It's quite a big desk, which I don't know. I suppose it's a good thing. I mean, my partner pointed out that it'll be great for like if I'm marking, because quite often I'll mark exam papers and stuff, and I like to lay them all out so I can just I do it question by question, which I know some people might think stupid or ineffective. So like I'll mark everyone's question 1 and then everyone's question 2, because if you've got the answer in your head, you can just tick, cross, which is a lot faster, I think, than doing. I mean, some people suggest a page at a time or 2 pages at a time. But I think, I don't know, I've tried that as well and it is pretty fast. But I'd rather just go question by question and you just feel like you're getting through it really, really quick. I don't know. So to do that, I need to set things out like on a big space. Now, back when I lived in Scunthorpe, my parents had a massive dining table and I used to absolutely cover it in test papers and go bam, 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 bam. Since I'm in my little house, it's a very small house, my house, I don't have the space to lay things out. So when I was looking at these desks, they had quite a few desks, and I've been looking at quite a few on Facebook Marketplace as well that are really cheap, and I keep kicking myself for not getting a cheaper one. But to be fair, none of them are as big and as nice as the one that I've got. I've not built it yet, that's why there's some wood leaning up against that wall. I might build it today, maybe even for the next episode, I'm not sure. I'm just dying to get this one out. That's why I've not used my new webcam. Not that anyone will be bothered. But I was just wanted the second that my partner went and I had a bit of free time, I was like, right, I mean, I've been doing these recordings downstairs. Great. I love that I can do that. But now the narrative, I need to put all of this boring waffle in. So you can see I'm extending the stairs up to the next part of the village. And that's why I'm really not sure what to do with the space to the left or behind me now, where that little property is. Because I was going to either carry it on or put another one in there, but I'm not sure. I've not got to that bit yet, so it's a bit of a question mark area. But yeah, I was saying how my priority was getting the video out, which I don't know how I feel about. Like, I've been really trying in my time off, just generally, if you've not realised, in time off, my videos will probably go out around 8 AM if I've got them ready, which is a bigger task than you would think. You'd think it's just dead easy, but give it a go and see how much work goes into it. But I'm not bothered. I love it. Absolutely love it. I'd love to do this like all the time, which is what I plan to do, to be fair, in my free time. But not even just in my free time. I want to do it all the time. Anyway, we'll get there one day, maybe. Who knows? If I retire, even if it takes me till retirement, this is what I plan to be doing. Unless I get bored of it, I don't know. I've been feeling a bit rubbish about it recently because my channel's gone a bit quiet. I mean, I'm not complaining. People are still watching my videos, so thank you to those people. But yeah, it's dwindled a bit. It's a bit quiet around here. I don't mind. I suppose I've just realised it's a lot more exciting when people are watching and it gets attention. I mean, don't get me wrong, still over this May half term, I've had some really successful videos which have given me such a buzz. And I can't believe that if you search Mini Motorways on YouTube and look at the official Mini Motorways channel, which is made by YouTube, like auto-generated, quite a few of my videos appear on that channel under recent. I mean, at the minute, shall I check if it's still there or is it going to upset me? But I'm thinking at the minute, if you do it, I think my video is the second one listed under recent, which I don't know if that's why it's potentially done a bit better, because you just never know with this algorithm. So if I go on view channel, yeah, the second, like if you, I don't know, you probably won't be able to see on my camera, but if you go on the Mini Motorways official YouTube channel, at the top it just says Mini Motorways and you can subscribe to it, but then just in the middle you've got the recent videos, and that one in the middle is my video, which I'm dead pleased with. It was posted 6 days ago, and it did really well. I mean, it's actually, I think, the 6th most watched video on my channel, and I love mini motorways. I can't wait. I'm going to do some more recordings today if I can, because I'm very aware that I've done a bunch of recordings already, because I just love the game. I want to play it and play it and play it till I get bored of it. But the trouble with that is I end up with a lot more videos than people want to watch, so it becomes a bit of an issue. So I'm trying to decide here, I think, what level to get the path to, and in the end it works out, I think, quite nice. I mean, I've said before, I think I've got like mild OCD, so I like things to be right or how I like them to be, but I do think some of that is just being a normal human as well. I'm sure if somebody looked at like a plate and the fork was out of place, would it bother them? Some people wouldn't care. But there's other people, yeah, you'd like it to look nice, and I'm one of those people that likes things to look nice. So I'm really happy that the stairs there have gone right up exactly to where the level to where I want, I think, the path to go. Now, I know that little alcove's a little bit strange. I do end up rejigging it a little bit, but I don't know if that's in this episode. So you've got that to look forward to. And again, I don't know how people feel about these long form videos, but I do really think I've been quite bored, not going to lie. In my free time, I do get quite bored. Perhaps I need more hobbies, but I know I love gaming. I think I realised again this half term, gaming all the time, when it sort of takes over your life a bit, you feel like you're not living. I still been doing my walking, getting outside a bit, but I don't know if I want my entire life to be gaming. Yeah, I feel like I need other bits as well. So this half term has been so instrumental in me sort of discovering myself as a person, I guess, and discovering myself as a YouTuber, content creator, whatever. Not that that's exactly what I am, because obviously my channel is so small, but I'm not complaining. I just love it. I just love it. Like, the battle for me is if a video gets no views, I'm like, right, well, if no one's watched it, maybe that's the sign I should take stock. But even if one person's watched it, I'm thinking, well, somebody's clicked on my video, somebody wants to see something, and I just know I love gaming. And with this stuff, like, I mean, I've done epic, absolutely epic, I know I'm biased, but absolutely epic creative worlds, and I don't mind showing you if you want to see, where I've built absolutely insane stuff. I mean, that's why people were asking me, you know, like, build a Tesco, build this, build that, because they know I can build like really cool stuff, I think, anyway. I mean, I keep thinking about that football stadium I've got in my other world, and I'm going to do that sort of thing in this world. I've just not got to the right sort of population. I'm trying to keep it like semi-realistic, if at all possible. But yeah, it's all right building all that stuff off camera. Yeah, it's fun. Yeah, I enjoy it, but it takes a lot of my time, and I sort of don't get anything for it. Whereas with this, I'm thinking if I just put it out there, maybe other people can sort of enjoy the process with me, and it might just give you something to watch. I've said all the time about how I'm so bored. I mean, I keep going to find other people's mini motorways videos, and again, I'm biased, but in my opinion, they're not as good as mine, and I keep thinking about this minicam situation. I think the minicam makes it. I mean, I watch people's videos without the minicam, and yeah, some of them are dead entertaining, but I just think if you're dead bored, you could just look at my face, see the expression on my face, whatever. It was great for, like, when I did that video on mini motorways where there was some balloon popping, you could see me popping balloons. So yeah, it works in some ways. So that's kind of where I've left that property. So if you've been following the series, I've been locking in all of the space kind of a tile at a time using Siri. I'm hoping Siri is going to play ball today, because, you know, my Siri can be extremely temperamental. I mean, my phone is massively overdue an update, and storage is full too, which I know those things generally will not help with anything to do with Siri. So I'm sorry it's so glitchy. I don't know what's going on. My Xbox never used to do this. I don't know if it's a Minecraft update. So that would be tile 1, that tiny little triangle with that where those cows are. This would be tile 2, where I'm hoping to build sort of a college over there at some point. Just need that tile, really. Tile 3, tile 4. This one would be tile 5. Then this one is tile 6. And then we've got tile 7, tile 8. Then waterside 1 is tile 9. I'd love to get that one. Same with tile 10, it's a waterside one. Tile 11 is sort of in the middle, so we'd love to get that. Tile 12, and then we've got, if it will load, I kind of want to show you it. So that's tile 12, and then this one is tile 13. And we do also have over here a small little tile 14. So I'm going to see which one we're going to unlock. And I've got more waffling to do, so I'll try and not take too much of your time. I've got loads more recordings to do, so plenty to waffle about. Pick a number between 1 and 14. And we'll see which direction we're going in. These works here.
The answer is 11.
11. So we're going in the 11th tile. Now, because of where I have sat myself, which is semi-intentional. Behind me, you might remember it was, whoops, tile 14, tile 13, tile what? 11, yeah. So then, is it this one? I think I've messed that up already. So behind me, it was 14, 13, 12, 11, 10. So it's this central one that I'm going to unlock, okay? I'm also very aware that, I don't know what's going on with this. Don't know what is going on. Very aware that I've done a few recordings. I didn't know which tiles I was going to unlock. This one's not a problem, but it's going to get a bit complicated. And again, I don't know what to do with the bedroom thing. I'm going to do it anyway. I might have to just keep tally on sort of what I need to add or anything, because again, I've screwed it up. Surprise, surprise. Pick a number between 1 and 5. So that's for the
answer is 2
bedrooms. So it says to add 2 bedrooms. And a bit of a spoiler alert, I know that in the next video I end up adding a 3-bedroom property. So you've got that to look forward to. It will still be me redeveloping the village. So yeah, hopefully lots of different things we can do to just keep this series interesting. I love making videos, I love playing Minecraft, I love designing buildings. So I'm just trying to tie all of those things together. Thank you to anyone that's watched this far. If we could just do a code word of end maybe, something like that, or end game, I don't know. If anyone's brave enough to comment, I'd say just do it. No, literally nobody cares. Nobody cares at all, but it just fills me with joy when I see that I get a comment, and also just knowing that someone's watched this far. So thank you to anyone that has watched this far. I'm going to get some more Minecraft videos going out. I'm going to try and do loads today. Don't know if I can promise like every single day. I'm going to try and aim for every other day at least, and there will be some mini motorway stuff coming out as well. Some really good videos, fingers crossed. So yeah, let's see what's on my channel. Thank you so much for watching, and hopefully see you again soon for more Minecraft Creative. Au revoir.